What is up, guys? Welcome to R-Teck. This is a new tech channel on the block, and I am your host, Rolando. Obviously, that's why it's named R-Teck. But really and truly, guys, we'll be reviewing new phones and even old phones, as I am a fan of old stuff that age really well. So you guys will be seeing old technology that have been good in their time coming back on this channel slowly, but we'll be still be talking about the new ones and seeing them the latest and the greatest of their time. We'll be also having weekly chats. Well, if you guys want that, of course, weekly chat about what's new in the tech world, what the companies are doing to their next flagship phone that is causing them an obstacle or will be great, if the leaks and rumors are what they really and truly are. So stay tuned, guys. R-Teck, let's make this happen. Peace. OTIUM Mobile has been doing a fantastic job creating budget smartphones and smartwatches out there. Hi again, if you haven't been paying attention to the first part of the video, I'm Rolando, and this is a quick review of the OTIUM Fitness Smartwatch. Stay tuned. Now, taking a look at the design of this watch, it is made from plastic and appears to be some bright blue, the only blue color, and the only color you can actually get with this watch. So if you're not a fan of the color, like, I don't recommend you buying it, but however, it's very pretty and it pops to the eye. The plastic body surrounds the black IPS display, and it is strapped on to two rubber bands, just typical watch bands. So my recommending is that you don't stress it out, because if these bands actually burst, I don't think they're replaceable. So taking a look at the screen, it's actually a 1.5-inch OLED display. Nothing too significant about it. It gets really bright in dark environments or if you're inside of a building or so, but we can realize that it actually struggles in direct sunlight. As you can see on the camera, the camera can't pick it up, of course, but it's actually showing you can see it with your bare eyes and stuff. So, but overall, the screen is actually pretty good for the price, of course. So one of the main features of this watch is actually Bluetooth 4.0. So if your phone don't have Bluetooth 4.0, I don't think it's gonna work. Personally, for me, if your phone can't actually download the app, that's the problem, because really and truly that it's the app that actually connects you to the watch itself. So let me just show you right here. This is the app you're looking for, Smart Wristband, on the Play Store or iOS, and then you just go into it, some settings, because I had this on my iPhone before this phone, really and truly. And when you go in there, you see a ton of features, the amount of steps you take, and the goal right underneath it, that's for the pedometer, and it works fairly accurate. As I said, they estimate the amount of calories you burn per day and the distance. And in the software, you have trends and all that, so you're trending how high the bar goes up on different timing for the day. You actually have for the month and for the year, so as you go on. And that's really activities. As you see, there's nothing here because all my data is on my ISO device. You have cycling and running for outdoors, so you just press one of these and you tell it when you wanna, how the time, and it will estimate whatever calories and distance you actually went. You have indoors, which is jump roping and jumping jacks, sit-ups, treadmills, and it actually shows you your history and all that. And in your setting, you have your profile. That's if you want to open one up. I didn't. And you can change your goals and all that, of course. You have that anti-loss system. I turned mine on, so every time I actually go out of range from the the watch or the phone, it actually triggers controlling the music, launching the camera from the remote and all that stuff, video launch, income notify, and all these other social media notify, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter. You can set an alarm with the watch itself, so you sync your phone and alarm and other notifications. It says find device, and here's the watch itself, and if you press find device, the watch actually vibrates in the hand, and it says, and there's a lot of other 10 features. Let me see the camera launch. So it actually launched the camera. So let me actually just go through and see, and there it is, and you just press it and it takes a pic. Let me show you guys again. You just hold it down and it takes a pic, and so it's really functional and stuff. So before we actually end the features part, I just want to show you guys how it looks on the watch, how things work. So a tap of the button will show you time, another tap will show you the amount of steps you take from the pedometer, and it has this cool animation to it, and this is actually cycle mode. So if you want to activate cycle mode, you just hold down the button for a long press, and then you press it back and you reach home. And another thing I want to show you is that when the watch, it shows when the watch is connected to a phone by the Bluetooth sign. So if there's no Bluetooth sign, that means it's not connected, it's just randomly independently standing on its own. So you can, to go to the main menu, long press it from the home, and it activates things such as sleep mode, swim mode, music, the camera mode, find the phone, find the bracelet, turn it off, and return back to home. So let me just show you guys. I've shown you most of this. So I'm just showing you music, and you just hold it down and you hold on it to play. All the times that you rain on my parade. And the music starts playing from my motor, which is right here. And you can skip it by holding it down and stuff, and you can just pause it by a long press, and to exit you just go over to the back button and just long press yourself out and you're back. And once if you want to come out of this menu, you just hold the long press and everything is fine. So really and truly, that's it for spec features. And the last thing that this watch actually has is IP68 dust and water resistance, so it can survive a dunk in water. It has swim mode, so obviously it up to 3 feet, they say, for 30 minutes, so that's pretty good. And it's sweat resistance and everything. It doesn't have any ports, so you don't really have to fret about that. So guys, the last feature to talk about today is battery life. And OTIUM says the watch gives 7 days of battery life, but in reality I only got 6.5, which is pretty good. That's close to accurate, so thumbs up to them for that. And on a heavy day of usage, I get at least 4, maybe 5 hours, 5 days max of battery life. So I think that's really good considering how small the watch is, and it charges up pretty fastly. So yeah, overall battery life and charging is no. Overall though, it's a great watch to buy. It's a great deal. You're getting very much a lot of things for the money and a lot of features. If you're someone that's into fitness, it's a good watch for you because it's very physical, and it gives you very close to the amount of calories you lose and all that statistical data, so you can keep tracks of your health and fitness very closely. If you're someone who just wants a watch and you can't bother with those casual watches, you have to be changing the batteries every minute, that's a good way to start out in the electronic world. If you just start now wanting a smartwatch, I think this is a great buy, because when you want to upgrade, you actually know what you want in the watch, that actually see it as a better buy than this in the future. But overall, this watch is a great watch for the money. I think it's more than the money's worth. So that's the end of the video, guys. I want to thank you guys personally for staying and watching, and let me know what you think about the OTIUM Fitness smartwatch, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.